No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. Oh my goodness. Whew. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday, baby. Thank you for my kisses. Woo, it's been a day. We got a special guest today, and we are gonna shout it out. Back in a moment.
Good morning. My name is Brian McNeill.
And I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And thank you for joining us on our show, Let's Talk About It. We come to each Monday through Friday right here on the SIBN network, on iHeartRadio, YouTube, TuneIn, as well as Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Like. Hey, there she goes, Minister Cat.
Minister Cat on Facebook.
Read it, honey. Hey, our guest is in the green room, and I'm excited. I am excited to have today's show. I love powerful stories of overcoming. Oh my goodness. And you know that we often have authors on the program, and we will be able to share her story with you guys in just a little while. Coming up at 9:30, but it is 9 o'clock, and we want to greet you, and we are glad to meet you. I'm gonna need you to come here.
Well, I'm trying to do something here.
I don't care.
You're gonna have to act like. Okay.
No, I'm not. Thank you guys for joining. Oh my goodness. Hey, what's going on? So today's shout it out. So that means that you can put the links to your business, you can put the links to your book, you can put the links to your products or your services in the comments box, and we will read them out loud and we will highlight them on screen. So this week has been a very busy one. We have found now ourselves in the midst of international networking all over. And not only is it causing us to have lots and lots more connections, it's actually requiring that we are operating in so many different time zones that that we were incapable of just having a regular stop time like we did when we were only East Coast proper. Well, which we were never East Coast proper only, but we didn't have as much access as we do now internationally, which means that even my schedule, I had to update my calendar to allow for some evening appointments because I have prospects and clients that are in other time zones. What about you?
Yeah, the UK and Australia and Singapore, certainly we're having to do that. Good morning to you guys. This is Friday. This is Shout It Out Friday, and I want to just say this up front. Yes, do take advantage of Shout It Out. Again, you've heard us say it 100 times before, but it is the poor frog that will not praise its own pond. Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity to praise your own pond, and let us help you celebrate. What good happened to you this week? What's your praise report for this week? Did you get a new client?
Yes.
Did you pay something off?
Ooh.
Did you get your kids to go to bed when you wanted them?
Did you accomplish a new goal that you have set that you thought was so far out of reach, and guess what? You finally got it.
Did you clean off that table that has been stockpiling stuff, and you've made a resolution to yourself? This morning, I'm going to clear off this table like I did.
That is our resolution this morning.
I cleaned up my desk.
Did you clean off the desk?
I did.
Oh, that is awesome. I guess I got to do mine. I guess I got to do my desk. And I actually started to look at cleaning off my vanity.
Started to look at cleaning off her vanity. Wow.
My vanity has got like so much makeup, so much everything. It is overwhelming. I have to chop through some stuff.
But we do have a guest today. I can't say her full name, but her name is Minister Cat.
That's what we refer to her as. Mm-hmm. And we're going to bring her up the 9:30 hour. I'm looking forward to continuing some of the discussions. We had a really, really great week as far as topics are concerned. We had some awesome topics. We talked about storytelling. We talked about, can you think of anything else?
Yes. We talked about storytelling. We also talked about the fear of failure and the fear of success.
That was on Tuesday.
Wednesday, we talked about that here because on Tuesday night, we talked about that in the men's meeting.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
To bring that here on Wednesday. We talked about the fear of failure and the fear of success. I'm still kind of vibing on that myself.
Really?
Yeah, I'm still kind of thinking it out. And even today, this morning, I was listening to ESPN this morning as I was cleaning off the table. And they was talking about this quarterback, Carson Wentz, who got traded from Philadelphia to Indianapolis. And last year, he had a horrible season. But in 2017, he had a great season. And in 2018, it wasn't so bad. But last year was a horrible season. Terrible.
I think I see the problem. I'm frustrated right now, but it's going to be all right. Our admin did not broadcast to all the locations that this is supposed to be broadcast to. I am not sure if we'll be able to amend that, but I think I just did. So we will get it together. That's what happened.
Let me finish my point.
I'm sorry. I was trying to figure out why I couldn't find it.
The point is, the people that are thinking that he'll probably have a bounce back season is because his mindset and this particular coach who focuses on mindset versus in the mechanics of the game. And that keeps coming up more and more and more in life.
Yeah.
The way we approach a thing, the way we think about the thing is paramount. Mindset.
Mindset is such a critical component of any success, or not even just success. Mindset is the key component even in failure. If you think you can or you think you can't,
you're right.
You're both right.
Yeah. So I do want to hear how you doing, Miss Phyllis. I do want to hear from you today and see how was your week, because you guys matter greatly to us. Again, this show is called Let's Talk About It. Her name is Lisa Santiago McNeill.
Good morning. And his name is Brian K. McNeill.
That's right. And together we make up the empowerment duo. And this show has a focus, a three-pronged focus. Our focus on this show is personal conversations,
business information,
and spiritual inspiration.
That's a little bit of shenanigans thrown in.
That's what we're here to talk about. And together we also have an expressed ministry. Our expressed ministry is
economic independence, entrepreneurship.
That's it. DASSIT. That's it. Economic independence through entrepreneurship. And that's what we believe in. That's what we try to stay in that arena. I gained a praise report. Let me start it off. I gained a great client this week. And I think one of the reasons why I gained this great client is because I was very, very clear. Look, I am a sales coach. I'm not your business coach, and I'm not your life coach. I'm not trying to do any of those things. I'm only here to help you to sell yourself and your services and to get more clients. That's it. Everything we talk about has to be around that. I don't want to hear about none of that other stuff. I mean, you could say what you want to say, but I'm not the expert in that, and I'm not trying to be the expert in that. I don't want to talk about your relationships. Okay, I want to talk about how to sell your services. That's it.
Absolutely. And that's important. And shout out to our usher. There we go. Melissa, she is always on top of things. She was like, wait a minute, Mama Lisa, this is a mess. We can't find you anywhere in the universe. But I fixed it.
Good.
Yes, we're fixed. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Brittany, Ziegler, Woody. Thank you for joining us. Glenda, thank you guys. Every once in a while, there's a glitch. That's what keeps you on your toes. But you know what? When you are alert and aware, you can make some changes.
If the world needs anything more, it's more alerts. Because it says you are alert.
I know.
We need more alerts in the world.
We need more alerts. Okay.
Are you alert?
I'm alert. I am alert.
You on the screen. So, again, lifting up the people in the Midwest of this country that lost their power, that going through unprecedented cold. They don't normally get cold like this.
Yeah, it's a lot. Thank you.
Ready for it, so.
Yeah, no, it is. It's tragic. It's tragic, and I really hope that people can become more sympathetic. We all know that there's, the joke that if you haven't had New York or Chicago winters, you don't really know winter. But the thing is, if your region is not equipped for winter, and then you have winter, and then you have crashes, your electricity, these other things, resources, all these things, then it can really be horrible.
It has been for Texas, particularly because they were not ready. They lost power for days, and people were cold. And oh my gosh, there's this one family burned their house down trying to keep warm. You know.
Whoa! Why they didn't have a? They
had no power.
So
they were trying to. They was trying to. I don't know, trying to keep warm in the house, set a fire in the house or something.
Do you have a fireplace?
I don't know if they have a fireplace or not, but I know their house burned to the ground.
You can't just set a random fire. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
If you was to talk to those people right now, you couldn't say that.
No, I guess I couldn't say that, just like we couldn't say nothing to the Gorilla Glue girl. Glue girl.
You couldn't say that to her.
No.
Then you can say it now because it's out of her hair now.
I'm grateful it's out of her hair. I still think it's ridiculous that it ever got into her hair.
I don't have any hairspray, so I'm gonna use Gorilla Glue.
Now and I'm not gonna say her name because I love her very much, and I know that sometimes things happen. But I had a friend many years ago that used crazy glue for her eyelash glue. And we had to take her to the hospital. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I don't think I would put anything next to my eye.
You said she used crazy glue, and I said, "See, that's crazy."
That's crazy. I'm sorry I missed you. Oh, shout it out Friday from the Price household. My Friday shout out goes like this. William Brown and I have teamed up for the Man and Woman of the Year fundraiser with the goal of raising $30,000 in the next 160 days for blood cancers. Please sow a seed and make a difference in so many lives. You can find the link on all my pages and groups here or click here on pages, lls.org/m. Put that link by itself so I can show it on the screen. You might want to make a short link out of it, but either way, just put it separately for me, Melissa, so that I can show it on the screen. But that is definitely a worthy cause. We absolutely love that you've also partnered together in that.
A story about why you guys picked up that particular mantle. I'm sure it's a dynamic story, but good job to you.
Absolutely. And today, at 11 a.m. on the Empowerment Network, One Word Conversations. The word will be revealed live on the show. And Bill Brown's special guest is Maria Romano, right here on the Empowerment Duo Facebook page at the Empowerment Network. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you, Melissa. That is the link. Thank you, Bill. Make sure that you guys check out Bill's show today at 11 o'clock. He's going to hold us hostage for the word, so you got to go check it out. Check it out.
Down, hers.
Okay. Okay, sweetie. So we thank you. Melissa, Phyllis, you are absolutely right. People use crazy glue for their broke dentures and then want the dentist to fix it.
Wow.
Well, people use crazy glue for everything. They use crazy glue.
Looking for crazy glue today. I was going to do something crazy with it too, actually.
Really?
Yeah. Not necessarily crazy. We have this one screw that keeps coming off of the chair leg. One screw. So I was going to tighten it and then crazy glue it in place.
No, you need wood glue for that chair.
It's a metal thing. Yeah.
I know it's a metal thing, but it's the wood that is loosening. Okay. I might be wrong. I don't know. Who knows? So this weekend, oh my goodness, we are getting ready for the weekend.
If you haven't heard.
I have had the authors reaching out to me because I have done a little bit less follow-up than I like to. My week has been so overwhelming, but I promise you all of the authors will receive their links for Saturday's show. Well, yeah, that's tomorrow. For tomorrow's show by today. Tomorrow at 4 o'clock, we invite you to join us right here on the Empowerment Duo Facebook page for the Empowerment Authors Showcase Children's Book Edition.
Children's Book Edition. 2 years ago, we did this, and it was one of the best ones we had, best received. We're featuring children's books written for children, and we're also and by children. Books written for children and by children. I promise you're going to have a blast. If you have a child, gather them around. Let them hear those stories, because the authors are going to feature those stories. They're probably going to tell some stories, It's going to be a blast.
Absolutely.
If you know of a child who likes stories, there's only two types of people that love stories, and we know what they are. First type of person that loves stories are children. Children love stories.
The other type are
Say,
adults.
they do.
Everybody loves stories.
Tell some stories.
Yes, I gave a presentation this week, and I started my presentation with a story.
She told her story about the tiniest little acorn, that children's book that she wrote.
Absolutely. I certainly wish that I could have taken a picture, because you could actually see the people leaning in.
Watch their faces.
And oh, and oh. You could watch all of those expressions, and I love those expressions.
As Lisa was telling her story, I was paying rapt attention to the faces of the people who were hearing this story for the first time, and they were into it, man. They were into the story.
They were.
You told it very well.
Thank you. I got so much follow-up. I've actually had 3 appointments scheduled already as a result of my talks on yesterday, so that was great. Bill said he was nominated for the L&L Society Man and Woman of the Year. It is an awareness and fundraising campaign, and you can still join on my team. So check it out. Connect with Bill and be a part of the solution.
How cool
Blood
is that?
cancer.
Man of the Year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So we do have a guest today, and she is in the green room right now. She's got her face decorated with a smile. I can't wait to bring her to you guys. It'll be just 15 minutes.
Absolutely, in just 15 minutes. And for right now, we're going to go ahead and take a word for one of our sponsors. Back in a moment.
Hi, Brian. I just wanted to drop you a quick note and say thank you. I'm so excited. I've been working with you, and I am seeing a tremendous difference, not just for my business, but in me. I'm one of those people that I never really liked the idea of sales, but the way that you've delivered information to me, it's been in a way that I feel like I can do it, and I am doing it, and I'm definitely seeing the results. And so I'm so excited because something amazing has just happened, and it's a direct result of everything that you've been teaching me. And so I just wanted to thank you for helping me get excited about sales for the first time ever, and really showing me that I can be successful in my business and that I can be in control of what I earn. And I really have to thank you for that. Thank you, Brian.
Let me say something about that for a moment. That is one of the most beautiful things that I hear, and I hear it regularly. That's something that I taught them. They used it and got a result from it right away. The way I teach them how to tell their story, Lisa's heard 100 of these stories over the years. You told me to say this, I said what you said, say, and I got something. The young lady on that video there, she had just got booked by a university to do a series of speaking engagements, and she would have never had the courage to even ask for that before. So we went through sales coaching with me. She was also one of those people, maybe you know someone like that, who didn't even like the idea of selling or sales. Didn't even like the idea. Lisa didn't like the idea when I first met her. She didn't like the idea of selling or salespeople when I first met her. She didn't like that idea.
And I messed around and not only became a #1 salesperson, but I also married a salesman.
Married a sales coach too. That's right.
I married my sales coach.
And she's probably, in my opinion, the best sales student I ever had, because Lisa is willing to apply knowledge. She's courageous enough to try the stuff. Maybe you know someone who is also courageous enough to try the stuff. I'm going to offer a free selling your services consultation with me, and all you got to do is schedule it. It's a Calendly link, and maybe we have it somewhere. But if not, I'll tell it to you. We'll write it in or something. Okay. Calendly.com/BK McNeill. And that's a place where you can go and schedule a free selling yourself and your services consultation. It only requires you the courage to schedule and the discipline to be there on time, on the scheduled time. That's it. Courage and discipline, 2 of the most important words in life.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, good morning. She says good morning to us, and good morning, everyone's.
We're
Good
gonna do
morning.
the early today because we got a guest in the second half. Okay, so we're not gonna wait till 9:35. We'll be talking to our guests then. So let's go to the top. Now, one of the things we like to do, our show's been going since October of 2016, and some of you guys have been consistent contributors, and you have earned a greeting song or a greeting logo, and we're going to bless you with that. I think we should start now. Who's up first?
Sure. Give me just 1 second to adjust this so that it can stay rolling. That way, if anybody chooses to schedule an appointment with Brian to get their sales confidence coaching complimentary consultation, say that 5 times fast, then they can do so. Just go to calendly.com/BK McNeill.
Oh, first is Miss Phyllis. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way. Miss Phyllis is here. Now we can all have a great day. Imagine someone in King Arthur's court with the whole regal garb on, and the guy with the long trumpet, and then that guy comes in and makes the announcement. Hear ye, hear ye. Miss Phyllis is here. So clear the way.
Absolutely.
That's something for Glenda.
We do have something for Glenda.
We do.
Glenda's driving down the freeway with makeup in her pink Cadillac.
That's right. With makeup in her pink Cadillac. It's coming.
Absolutely. Keep pressing. Businesses are built. They don't just magically appear. They are built. You get to put in the energy and effort to make it manifest.
I don't know if I told you this, Glenda. Some of my favorite clients over the years have been Mary Kay people. I've had maybe 5 or 6 of them over the years, and I've really, really enjoyed them. Up next is Melissa Price and bow, 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 bow. Melissa's song. Now it's time for us to sing her song. Melissa's song. Good morning, Miss Melissa Price. You deserve that song.
Absolutely. Good morning, Brittany Ziegler Woody. Thank you for joining us this morning. Good morning, Shayna. Good morning to you. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning to our friend Bill. Nobody thinks like him still. We love him so, and we always will. Our friend Bill. Good morning to our friend Bill.
Bill, absolutely.
Got a chance to get on the phone with Bill the other night. Can you believe that? I caught Mr. William Brown on the phone.
Oh, my goodness.
You know how busy he is.
Absolutely. Cynthia Murray.
I got that sister with me. Good morning, Cynthia Murray. Hey.
Yes, you need that. Hey, honey. You need that. Hey, Glenda says she's going to schedule with you, Brian. Well, that's awesome. You're very welcome. Is Brittany Thomas. It's Brittany. Brittany, it's your time. It's your time, yeah.
Good morning, Miss Brittany Thomas.
Good morning.
How's Brittany been doing? You've been following her because she makes moves too.
Brittany's making money moves. She
don't dance no more.
She don't dance no more. She make money moves. She probably still dancing too. But Brittany, absolutely, Brittany is really, really rocking with her Brittany's beads and her books. I am living my blessed life with cerebral palsy. Her book is rocking. She is still out there getting it out there, getting it spoken. And
speaking of beads, I'm part of several cigar groups on Facebook. And I don't know what the resurgence is, but there have been a couple of advertisements lately of waist beads. Don't we know someone that makes waist beads?
We know a couple of people. Yenny makes them. Brandy,
daughter.
Yeah, Brandy makes them.
But I just heard Brittany's beads, and I was thinking I've been seeing waist beads a lot.
Brittany's beads are bracelets, not belly beads.
Yeah, but she can make beads and bracelets. I mean, just make a bigger bracelet. That makes sense to me.
It's different kind of beads. Those beads for the waist beads are real tiny. They're little.
So they have to be real tiny?
Yes, they have to be real tiny.
I don't wear waist beads, so.
I need suspenders for my waist beads.
Wow. Jack temperature.
It is what it
I am
is.
so happy that today is warmer than yesterday, because I got some new sticks in the mail.
I don't know if it's that much warmer.
It's enough. It's enough for me.
It's actually supposed to be
So
colder.
that's another praise report for me. I got new cigars in the mail, and that's like a new toy I can't wait to play with.
That's right, Cynthia. Make them money moves. She's not only making money moves, Brittany is also making motivation moves. Brittany has gotten really, really good with her broadcasts, her scriptures, her motivations, and her tips. She's doing a great job. Way to continue to get out there, Brittany. We're proud of you.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing is the more you do of that, the more your audience builds. Content. I've seen several. 6 minutes.
6 minutes, Cat.
6 minutes to our guest. Is Cat old enough to know that reference? 6 minutes.
We'll see. She said yes. We'll see.
Excuse me, Minister Cat. Is she old enough?
We shall see. We shall see.
Are you old enough on here? Because there's certain songs.
Most of our audience is old enough to hang with us.
Brittany's youngest, but she seems to be able to hang.
Yeah, she got an old soul. She got an old soul.
Okay, cool. That's right. Okay, I thought I saw Melissa pop up and say something else, because if she did, we want to hear it. We always love when we do have a guest, because we get a chance to learn and stretch and expose someone else to an amazing audience. And you guys are an amazing audience. How would you describe this audience?
I would describe them as interactive, as supportive, as conscientious, as socially conscious. We got a pretty woke audience. Our audience is spiritual. They love hip hop and hip hop originators. They like music, and they're entrepreneurial.
I would say this audience is very entrepreneurial. This audience is very loyal. This audience is very interactive. That's true. I would go with those. But entrepreneur, and this audience is more mature. This is not the 19-year-old group. These are the 19-year-old kids' parents. In my case, 30-year-old kids' parents.
Absolutely. I think so.
This audience that we have here, baby. I don't know how that worked out that way, but this is the kind of audience that I would want to talk to. This is the people I would want to talk to more than any other. Grown folks who when I say, 1, 2, 3 until the 4, they'll know what I'm talking about. The minister.
That's right. That's right.
4 minutes to our guest, y'all.
Did you hear that? Which one of the Fat Boys? One of the Fat Boys passed away yesterday.
Yesterday? No, I didn't hear about that.
The real light skinned one.
Prince Marky D.
Yes, Prince Marky D.
Prince Marky D.
Yeah.
Don't he have a baby by Pepper? From Salt and Pepper.
Yes, I think so. No,
he doesn't.
No, she said no.
Okay, no. I know they had a thing going at one time.
Yeah, I don't know who her baby was by. I know she was married to Tretch.
She was married to Tretch?
Yeah, she was married to Tretch.
Okay. Actually, I just watched the movie. I remember that.
Yeah, she was married to Tretch, but I don't remember who the baby was by. She did have a baby by somebody because she had a little girl, but I can't remember.
Okay.
I can't remember. Thank you for your shout out, Brittany. Brittany says, Brittany'sBeads.company.site. Motivation and inspiration for your life. Handmade jewelry made by Brittany herself. Order your copy of her book, I'm Living My Blessed Life with Cerebral Palsy. Since y'all gave me a shout out, that's what you do. That's how you do.
That's how you should do it on Fridays. Shout out your business. Shout out your cause. Tell us about your book. Come on, man. This is free marketing.
Absolutely. I understand this. Just because you've said it before, there might be different people on here.
I promise you it's a different audience. Every single day is a different audience.
Absolutely. I cannot emphasize to you guys, we got to get over worrying about saying the same thing twice. Les Brown is now 75 years old, and if he ain't told that story 14 million times that everybody could probably say with him, he ain't said it once.
I'm just Miss Mamie Brown's baby boy. Drink, rock, drink. Come on. How many of those Les Browns? It's like 6. Okay, you've heard those stories over and over again. She's getting ready. She's already my type of. You got 2 minutes to our guest, y'all. She's in the green room, punching the heavy bag, hitting the speed bag, jumping rope, getting ready.
That's right.
Like getting ready for ding, ding, ding. The round's going to begin. I'm excited about her, actually.
Absolutely.
What's up, Glenda? Glenda, what city are you in, Glenda? What city?
I don't know, honey.
I don't know either.
So but I want you guys to know that, and I emphasize that because I really want you to be comfortable saying the same thing again and again. Understand that when you go to a Broadway show, they have done that show the same way every
The classic story is The King and I. The King and I ran for 14 years on Broadway. Yul Brynner played the king. And there was this one reporter that had seen that play several times over the years. This play ran 8 times a week, Monday through Saturday, once and twice on Sundays. Okay, 8 times a week they did this play. And this reporter says, Mr. Brynner, I've seen you do this maybe 15 times over the years. It's the same songs. It's the same dances. You do the same show 8 times a week for more than 10 years. How can you do it each time so excellently? How can you do it?
Mm-hmm.
And the wise Mr. Brenner gave him the clue and the answer. He goes, you're right. It is the same show. It is the same songs. It is the same dances. But every time it's a different audience. And that different audience deserves my very best.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan, one time, one of his he has a crew of guys that always travel with him as valets. And he was meticulous about the way he looked when he walked out of his hotel room to the bus. He had to make sure his look was right. And there's like, why do you spend so much time? You're only going to be outside for a minute. Why does it take you so long to get ready? He goes, you don't know. There could be one little boy out there, or one little girl who catch a glimpse of me. And that might be the only glimpse they're ever going to get in person. And they need to see me looking on point every time.
Telling you,
amazing.
It's serious.
Just a glimpse. He did all that for the sake of a glimpse.
Absolutely. Now we're getting ready.
Here we go.
Getting ready to bring to the stage.
Coming to the stage. Bring it up. Right?
Is Minister Cat. Hashtag I am you. She takes you on a journey, on a heartfelt journey through her life's experiences. Some of them will make you laugh. Some of them will make you cry, but she guarantees that she will resonate with everyone. Each chapter will reveal more layers that expose and show us all to be complex human beings. We welcome
Minister Cat.
Eva.
How are you?
Hello, beautiful beings. How are you guys? Thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely.
We're excited to have you and your personality on with us. Now, before we get into asking you stuff, we want to yield you some floor time. Please introduce yourself however you would like.
Well, hello. Shout out Friday to the Empowerment Group. What's good, everyone? It's your girl, Minister Cat from the Kitty Rose Lifestyle, coming to you from New York in the Bronx. And it's crazy because I know Lisa's from the Bronx and Brian's from Brooklyn. I'm from Brooklyn, so represent both boroughs. But so that's what's up. That's what's up. And yes, I am a minister out here who preaches the mercy and grace of our Heavenly Father and how we can have that same ability in our life so that we can enjoy this gift of life that we have been given and we've been blessed with. So I'm the sacrificial lamb by, coming out here sharing my testimony. Without a test, there's no testimony, so that all of us know that it's okay and we can enjoy this thing called life and shout each other out and give blessings because it's real out here and it's possible. So that's me.
I gotta say, looking at you right now, your energy, your smile, your style, you're beautiful, but you're a minister preaching the gospel.
Amen.
Okay? You don't look like. No, but I'm saying it in a wonderful way.
I understand that, but what I don't understand is that's crazy though. And I guess I understand it. I understand that people have these
preconceived notions,
preconceived notions, but we're ministers and we both are, and we've had people on from so many different walks of life, and understanding that whether you're ordained or you're walking in your calling, ministry is from within.
Amen. And
So
and like you said, it's a calling. This is not always something that's a choice. I knew at a very early age, at 10 years old, that this was, something that I had a calling for, but I
wow.
had to come into my purpose. I was doing it at a young age, but I really didn't appreciate it until a few years ago when I had to, get reordained and really fall into my purpose and accept that just because my personality or my appearance may not look like that's it, is that really the point, or is it still to share the message that I've been instilled to give to my brothers and sisters and play the role of my brother and my sister are my keeper, and I'm here to play my role of service.
Absolutely.
Love it, love it, love it.
Absolutely.
So I want to talk about your ministry, but I also want to talk about your book. Do you have one of your books handy?
Well, I don't have a book. I have a one woman
Oh, excuse me.
play. No.
I'm sorry.
I
Sorry.
have,
Go
no,
ahead.
that's okay, because they in business, they always we talk about having a product. So, the next product may be a book, but I've been procrastinating. So I've kind of done the first route in creating this one woman. I believe it. I believe it. So I've
No, I'm
taken.
saying she can help you with your book. But go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were saying that Lisa procrastinates. Oh, okay. So,
No, she's a doer. Lisa's a doer. She don't procrastinate. She do stuff. But
but
she's
I
the
don't.
best publisher I know. So go ahead.
Amen. Okay. But my first step towards that was producing my one woman stage play called I Am You. And so
Okay.
that's now the newest product, tangible product, because before COVID, you were able to see it off Broadway on 44th and 9th in Times Square. But my first show for 2020 was the weekend New York got shut down. So now I'm doing the product virtually. So now I have a product that's streaming online that people can see worldwide at any time in the
That's
comfort of their
beautiful.
home. Yeah. Bless me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is a powerful pivot. And so often we don't realize that God is setting us up for the next layer of success. If
Amen.
you look at a circumstance in a certain way, and that's the only way you're willing to look at it, then you may misunderstand that He's trying to move you from local to international.
You are getting some love. Miss Cynthia Murray says she's beautiful. Phyllis
Oh,
George says Brooklyn in the house. William Brown says, what a minister look like. Looks like her. Um, I gotta say, you're bringing me back to my high school days. Actually, I
yeah,
grew up in
listen.
Brooklyn, East New York, and one of the most, because you talk, huh?
Bushwick Bed-Stuy, baby.
That's well, I had family in Bed-Stuy as well, and Bushwick. I was in there a lot, but one of the most baller things I used to do in high school was I used to take girls on dates to off-Broadway plays, because a lot of people don't understand that those off-Broadway plays, they're off Broadway before they make it to Broadway, and you could pay them whatever. Okay, they'll take care of a donation, but you got to just see some amazing plays before you had to pay $200 to see it. And you performed off Broadway.
And the spot that I perform at, the Producers Club, is where a lot of the major playwrights got their start. So I'm in
Yes,
good company, for my first investment in myself on this project of, going there and performing my piece there to, sometimes a full audience, sometimes, just a few seats, but constantly still making that investment, because if not myself, then who? And if I'm going to ask for investors and not invest in myself, then how dare I ask others to invest in me?
yeah. All that stuff pays off.
Amen.
All that stuff pays off, man. I
And
used to
it
go to
does.
13th Street Theater. I remember.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And that's part of business, because those theaters are still around. So you have to find your due diligence. You have to find, the right price point. You have to find, how can you charge according to what you're being charged. You have to, figure out if you want a certain environment, a certain kind of feel for your audience to come. Like all of that, I had to take into consideration as I was looking at different places to hold my show at. Do I like the bathrooms? Do I like
Right.
the interest? Is it feasible to wheelchair? Like all of these things, just as an artist or a creator or as a messenger, did not take off my business hat to make sure that it was still cost effective and profitable.
Amen. I know I feel like I'm dominating the conversation in front of my wife, but there's two things I want to ask you though too. First off, there might be someone that's already heard you talking today that's feeling your vibe, that's feeling your spirit, and they want to invest in you or support you in some way. If someone is on here right now, they want to be a part of you or support you or invest in you, what's the best way for them to do it? What would you rather they do?
I'm glad you said what I would rather them do, because I'm, like any business, you're always looking for in-kind donations to help you grow as a business. I'm still a mother. I'm still a mother of 3. My youngest daughter is getting ready to go to college. So, I'm a self-employed business. So donations are always welcome. But to be honest with you, what I prefer is right now for people to go to my link on my website to my show and check out my show, because it's like Lisa introduced it. It's it's a provocative piece that resonates with all of us, because it's stories that we all can relate to. And right now, since we're already binging, watching countless hours of television, why not, take a look at I Am You in the comfort of your home, chuckle a little bit, cry a little bit, grab your pearls, and come away with like, hallelujah, amen. Thank you, Sister Cat. You know what I'm saying? So that's
what's that link, Minister Cat? What's that link?
Yeah, I already had it queued up for you.
Okay, you can put it in the private chat, and then I can put it on the wall.
Wait, actually, you know what? I did the whole thing that you did, so let me not do that, because they don't need the whole speech since you have already did it. But yeah, that's what, as we're doing that, that's what I would prefer folks to do right now. Give me a chance, and check out my show, because before actually logging and paying for the show, you can see the trailers, you can see what people are talking about, you can see what the show is about, you can see what my young people thought about the show, what my older people thought about the show. Like, you have opportunity just to check it before actually paying for it.
Yeah, and if you can provide me with the link, I can even see if there's a little excerpt that I may be able to put up on the screen with us now.
I was actually going to send you one, but I was like, oh, she didn't ask me. Multiplied
as they are seen.
Do it anyway. When you're thinking about that stuff, do it anyway. The second thing I want to ask you, while you're looking for that, we already talked about if someone wants to support you. But the second thing is, I feel like I want to give you an opportunity to teach something or to share something to our audience. What would you teach them? What would you share with them? What do you want to leave them with?
Oh, teach them and leave them is 2 different things. So
whatever you want to work with.
let me figure it. Let me see what comes to me. Well, one thing I want to teach everyone is that life is not a dress rehearsal, and we are made promises. However, because of the unknown, we're always still questioning it, even in faith. So in the question, it's important to be present in the now. And in being present in the now, what helps with that, and this is what I'll leave you with, is acceptance of the now. Because when you accept what's happening, then even if you don't like it, you can accept it where it doesn't move you to change, but it allows you to do what you have to do for yourself. And that's all that our Creator wants from us, is for us to embrace this gift of life, enjoy it till our full capacity, so that we can be here and have a relevance and a point to why we're being here, and not just simply be here. I have one that's a minute. So if you check out the trailer that's for a minute, that might be, so it's not. I got the trailer from the testimonies of people, and that's 6 minutes. So that particular trailer.
Well, one thing I love about you so much is that it looks like to me that you are living what they say, you're living your life out loud.
Yes, sir.
Okay? You're using your outside voice. You're looking at the collection of gifts, skills, and talents that you already have, and you're deciding to not sit on your talent, not hide your talent in the ground. You're using your talent to produce something where you're going to be welcomed into the inner courts, where there's going to be feasting because you're using your talents.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And if you could send me the link to the one with the 1 minute, I'll be happy to do that. I couldn't
You
figure
already
out.
know. I was working on it. I was getting it.
Absolutely.
You're multitasking today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So I'm just excited. First of all, I love acting. I love it, love it, love it. I think it is one of the great creative outlets. I actually have acted quite a lot in the past. I think 5 years is probably the last time I had the opportunity to take on an actual part.
Okay.
And that was in part because of my husband. Because I am a method actress, which means that I get into the role. I actually have to become the part that I'm playing. And Brian happened to be there when I was auditioning. And it was a domestic violence scene. It was very, very taxing on my energy. But I think it was more taxing on my husband because he was like, "How are you going to recover from that? No, you can't do that."
It took hours.
It took hours, but
How you like it? How you like it?
it's part of the process.
Yes.
It's part of the process.
And a lot of actors have said so. They have to get in that role of that brutal gangster. They have to become that. LL was talking about when he was in that movie.
Last Sunday or
No, not the movie where he was playing a gangster, and he said he had to stay away from his kids because he
Yeah.
couldn't bring that home. That whole ugliness on him.
When you look at 50 in that in this last movie we were watching, For Life, he really got into that part too. He was believable. He was really believable. And I was surprised too. Cynthia says, "I agree. All we have is now." And Cynthia is coming to Bill's defense. I mean, she's coming. She says, "William Brown, right?" I was like, hold up, Mr. Brian K. McNeill, when he said, "What does a minister look like?" Yep.
I gave it 20 seconds. Like, you give it 20 seconds.
Dr. Deborah is so excited. Definitely want to do that with you guys. Want to share her story and her voice with you. I'm trying to get you guys the link.
And I know the link is going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it.
I promise you.
Yeah, we want to get it if we can get it. We want to find it.
Absolutely. And also the link for you to watch her trailers and information for yourself. You can go to imuvirtualshow.usscreen.io. I'm going to make that clickable actually also. I think I can put it clickable here.
While they're doing that, if people want to connect with you social media, where should they go?
I'm coming to you right now. Here's a
process.
And to be honest with you, I want to apologize to you and your audience because proper plan. But they say poor planning. Like
proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
This is what it means. This is exactly, and not no shade, not to say that this is poor performance, but you should actually kind of have these things already queued up. Because like what you talked about in the beginning, always being prepared, always being on. And it's these are the live examples that you get to see why those sayings are those sayings.
Absolutely. Yes, they're not cliches for no reason.
Oh, ma'am, there are not. So I sent you, I couldn't do the website, but you guys have a link to the website. So I just sent you to YouTube and you can watch that quick little minute one because also in business, all the numbers matter. Every platform you need the views.
That's right. That is absolutely right.
Thing. But all of these things, which is beautiful, which is what you guys are about, is about empowering through information. And we can't empower through information without people actually seeing what it looks like.
We have to ingest it. Let me get it going.
So I tell you these stories about my life, especially the last 25 years. And as I tell these stories, I realize that my story is no different from your story. And her story and his story. I was realizing that we were just all reflections of each other. And that was amazing to feel. It was like a light bulb came on. Because I said, you know what? You can be that sacrificial lamb. You can put yourself out there so that people can see in looking at you that all we're doing during this short time on this plane is having life experiments. And then it's okay because the things that happen along the way does not define us. What I realize is that that's all just a part of the journey. And the journey where we end up, when we find and truly embrace our purpose, is when we can find acceptance. Again, in this thing I call life experiments. So come, join me, join us as we sit, reflect, heal, laugh a little bit, and realize that I am you. The revolution has begun.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely.
It feels New York, that clip.
Well, that was we shot that at my last apartment as a single woman before I moved to the Bronx in Brooklyn, because I have another trailer where you actually see me on stage telling a couple of the stories. But one of the producers wanted to get like a personal, like let people see where you come from type of feeling. And then
Absolutely.
And then I'm coming out the welfare building downtown Brooklyn where I'm laughing, but I'm not really happy. But
Absolutely.
That stories, the stories about the locations, the brownstone, the buildings that you're coming out of, you adjusting the chairs. It looked like a classroom setting to me. Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What you going to say?
It was the studio that I shot the first trailer at. And I guess, he was like, set it up like setting up a show. So I said, okay, the one thing I loved about this particular producer that worked with me, he saw what I was doing and he came on board and was like, you know what? I want to show a different side of this story that people could still see, that's still direct under the minute, that would still be like a teaser to folks, but see a more personal side of you. So he kind of staged everything he wanted, and I was finally the talent and allowed him just to tell how he wanted to set up these shots.
That's amazing.
That is awesome.
It's hard to do that as a director.
It is.
Now we've got just 2 more minutes with you. And I want to give you those 2 minutes because there might be something that you want the audience to know about you or something that you want to tell them. Okay, you got the floor.
I'm a wounded healer, a griot of our past pain, so that we can come into the realization of our true selves and know that we can embrace the God within us. And in embracing the God within us, we have the ability to do all that we want. With faith, without works, is dead. So everything we believe, we must actually put forth effort and continuous movement forward, because it's possible. And you see it in people's lives, like myself, like the couple that you're tuning into every week. You see people authentically living wholesome, happy lives. Because it's possible when you accept Jehovah God in your life and let him direct and lead you. It's possible, my friends. I guarantee you it's possible.
Absolutely.
Can you hang out for 3 more minutes?
Yes, Lord. I know how to follow instructions.
No. I'm saying I'm in the green room. Lisa's going to put you in the green room.
Yes.
The instructions that you
Oh, okay. Okay, good. So thank you very much. That was a delight. I got the impression that is Minister Cat all the time. Okay.
Thank you. We'll see you in just a moment.
I got the impression that's her authentically. She's probably like that every day, all day. That's the impression I got. Did you guys not enjoy our guest? What did he say he heard for the first time?
He said, Bill said, wow, I heard that term for the first time yesterday. I am a wounded healer. I felt that. Amen.
Felt that. He felt that.
Beautiful personality from Miss Glenda. Dr. Deborah says, well said, Minister Cat. And she also said that she's definitely going to watch Date Night for my husband and I. Awesome sauce.
Deborah, you getting pretty good with this virtual date night thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can also check out Minister Cat's YouTube channel as well. If you just go to youtube.com/Miss Kitty Rose 1, youtube.com/Miss Kitty Rose 1.
Kitty Rose, Miss Kitty Rose 1.
Miss Kitty Rose 1 as it is on the screen, and also so that it can be clickable, let's go ahead and put it in the chat as well so that you can just click it from the comments without any extra work. Fabulous guest today from Melissa. Absolutely. And make sure that you opt in. Make sure that you go to her IMU virtualshow.uscreen.io so that you can stay connected, because I expect that we're going to see more from this young lady. She may be the next Issa Rae, baby. She might be the next Issa Rae, because you know New York is where the stars are born anyway. We
like it or not.
That's right. We are all stars. And I am grateful to be able to bring these types of amazing people to you. I think I'm going to have Minister Cat on my show so that I can have her all to myself on a Wednesday at 4 p.m. because Brian don't know how to share. But that's all good. It's all good. I'm looking forward to
Lisa be playing, y'all.
Whatever. Today is Friday, so make sure that you tune back in tomorrow afternoon for the Author Showcase Children's Book Edition. We definitely want you to be able to participate in that. And you also need to tune in following us at 10 a.m. right here on the Empowerment Network, on the Empowerment Duo page. Coffee Time with Coach Ja is up next. Then 11 o'clock, Bill Brown is One Word Conversations. If you didn't catch Stephanie's show on yesterday, go and catch the replay for Heart to Heart Conversations with Stephanie. Today
is your week ends.
Yes.
Before you begin a new week. Do end this week, please.
Recreate, renew, refresh, release.
All right.
And don't forget to have